you very much for tuning in and joining me today. I got to admit, I'm a little nervous. This is my first time on camera. However, I felt it was important enough to try to do this so that I can help so many people feel better, sleep better, get off their blood pressure medicine, etc. And to help me with my very first episode, I have brought a special friend of mine. He's been a fan of the hash infusion process for years. Don, come over and say hello.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Cool. Well, what I thought we could do for today is work with you and work with everyone at home to show you that infusing edibles doesn't have to be difficult. In fact, it's really simple. Okay? So today, I thought we would start off with the first thing we ever made, which is chocolate cupcakes. Okay?
Love it.
I love chocolate cupcakes. We're going to use a box mix today because I want to show you that you don't have to get fancy. You don't have to work really hard at making edibles. It seems like so many people, by the time they've made their butter, you know what I mean? They've let it chill.
Hours have gone by.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Right? So what I thought we'd do is, because one of the most common things we hear from people is that they can't relax. They can't sleep. You know, in fact, you were telling me that the other day.
I had insomnia extremely bad ever since I was a kid. So whenever you get one of those good edibles in you, you can just sleep very soundly.
So for today, let's use Blackberry Kush. Okay?
Right.
This is a cold water hash infusion process made right here in house by our artisan hash maker, Matt. Blackberry Kush is an indica. Typically, you'll find sativa, indicas, hybrids. We'll get into that later, but for today, this indica. It's a purple. It makes a beautiful hash. It infuses really well, as you're going to see in just a couple minutes. And blackberry, it's perfect for stress, pain, and insomnia. We got a lot of people that talk to us about fibromyalgia, and this is wonderful for that. We get great reviews from people every time we do that. So Don, you've never made edibles before with hash, have you?
Not with hash, no.
Okay, so in order to do this, we have a product, and it's called the Herb Cooker, obviously. The Herb Cooker, it's a simple kit, okay? Comes apart, has cool touch handles, we'll talk about that later, and has your hash stoneware infusion bowl. It's easy.
That is beautiful craftsmanship.
Every bowl is handmade, so every bowl is distinct. There are no two bowls exactly alike. Check out the red one.
Oh, look at that.
So every bowl is just a little bit different.
Wow.
It was crazy. It took me 6 months to find someone that could do what we needed. It had to be specifically made, right?
Right.
I tried everywhere. In my backyard, I ended up finding a thing that make these. They also make the pestle, which we use for tamponing down the hash, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
And is that included in the kit?
It is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, when you're going to make edibles, first thing you do, I have my bowl, 4 cups of water. Okay. Just pour your water in. 4 cups is perfect for this bowl. Makes it really simple. Okay. Set my insert in. I'm going to set this right on the stove. Now, everyone says, edibles scare me. Oh my God, I'm so afraid of edibles because they either don't do anything for me or the next thing I knew, I was asleep. Well, let's talk about that. First of all, if you ever feel over-medicated from an edible, drink lots of water, go lay down in a cool room. Should be very easy for you, okay? Hash comes by different THC percentages. All right. So we're using hash tested at 18%. What we're going to do is we're going to take 1 gram of hash. So I have a scale right here. Put it on here. Make sure it sets. Don't forget, sometimes you have to reset your scale if you've set any kind of plate on top of it. 1 gram of hash. Went a little overboard. Let's not kill anybody. Okay. Just dump it right in here, okay? So I have my hash in the bowl. I'm just going to shake it down. Take your pestle, tamping it down.
Just make it nice, smooth, even.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. The instruction booklet will tell you exactly how much glycerin you want to use, depending upon how many grams of hash you use. Right now, I use it by the pump, and I'm just going to use half a pump. And all you do, Don, set it right inside. Set it right inside the center of the bowl. Okay. You want to turn your burner on. We're using gas. Electric's different. I want a medium low. Okay. I don't need to start off at a boil. All you need to do is let it set. Okay. This is going to take about 14 minutes.
Okay.
And we'll be ready to put it into our food. It's
awesome.
that simple. Okay. So.
Be good to set a timer.
Let's set a timer. There we go. So meantime, what we can do is we can talk about how we're going to put this into the food.
Okay. The whole infusion process.
Well, the best part is, by the time the hash infusion process is done, we'll have ready to go.
And we just pour it in.
Right in, mix it in there with it. Okay?
Perfect.
And we're ready to go. So, in the meantime, let's get the bowl. You don't have to make cakes from a box, okay? In fact, we have great recipes for regular cupcakes.
Okay.
But when we were practicing with the hash infusion process, it was just a good test, okay? I always like to use a cake mix, if I'm going to use a cake mix, that uses oil.
Okay.
THC really likes fat. Okay. In fact, when I put everything in my bowl, I like to mix it up until I have that ready. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I just pour it right in there and into the oil inside the bowl.
Okay.
Okay. Just no time. What we're talking about the hash infusion process is opening the bag.
Huh.
I don't think Martha ever had that problem. I don't think she's ever made anything out of that. Hey, anybody can make cupcakes. One thing that we want to do as we move forward with our show is we want to start off with kitchen basics. Each week, we're going to tell everybody what they need in advance.
Okay, so
you can join with us. Okay? Now, I always laugh because everybody tells me, "Oh my God, you're a really cook, or you're a really baker." And I don't have any professional experience. I've just learned on my own. One of my favorite things that I've ever done is to try to recreate things that I've eaten, or make them better.
So this process isn't just with dessert. You can make it with.
Oh my God, it's endless.
Endless?
Well, the nice thing about this is you don't really need a kitchen. Okay? As long as you have to school, right? If you just have a single burner, you know,
in the dorm where you would have it, yeah.
Okay. Or if you're a senior and you're living in some kind of, you know, a facility where you have a small kitchenette, right? Or some people just have a bar area with a refrigerator, just a single burner. There are so many things you can make. I love making simple things. For example, ranch dressing. Oh my God. All I need is a packet of ranch dressing mix and mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is nothing but fat, okay? So if you want to really feel the effects of your medicine, you want it in items that contain fat.
The fat lipids binds to it.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use fat-based items. Okay. But there's benefits to the fat. Okay. It gets in your system faster, right? And it lasts longer. Right? So I'm going to guarantee you, if you sit and smoke a joint and I eat a cupcake, my cupcake might not hit as fast as your joint does. But dollar for dollar, it's going to last longer and give me more benefits. Okay? You know? And
you're not inhaling anything at that point for those people who can't inhale because they have
for college students and seniors in there, you can't be smoking. A lot of people have kids. You know what I mean? You know, housewives always tell you that I used to have to sneak out to the garage, right? And now Mama has her special cookie place.
And you know what else I'm noticing is there's no smell.
No.
It doesn't smell like you have to put all the plant material in there with the butter and you cook it down and and your whole house smell like it. Everybody in the block knows what you're doing. They're going to be coming knocking that night. But this has no smell whatsoever during the making process.
Not only that, but think about this, okay? I am not taking a bunch of marijuana, right? Sticking it on a tray and then putting it into my oven and hoping I don't burn it.
Yeah, okay? Your decarboxylation process.
How do I know how long it's going to take, right?
Exactly.
Not every oven is the same. And I'll tell you, anywhere you go, you can buy hash, okay? Or keef. Or better yet, you can make it yourself, right?
Right.
Using about the same amount of plant material that you were already going to try to stick in your oven, you can make hash out of that. And in the coming episodes, and on our website where you can buy the Herb Cooker, theherbcooker.com, by the way. Available in all 50 states. It doesn't matter where you live. You can buy the darn thing. You can start using it immediately.
International shipping as well?
Oh, yeah.
International friends, you heard it here.
Well, don't know how many are out there, but I'll tell you, we have heard from people all over the U.S., you know, hey, how do I do this? And now anybody can do it. But Matt's going to be teaching people how to make different hashes in the future.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Okay? So many people grow.
Right.
Whether it's a couple personal plants, right? Or
large scale.
We didn't really give you guys a home bit this time, but we'll start working on that.
Oh, wow.
What the hash does is it starts right inside. And this is nothing more than vegetable glycerin. Okay. We also have the refills of the vegetable glycerin.
Oh, there you go.
So you don't have to search for it, or you don't have a separate person ship it to you. Okay. So, see, all it's doing is the THC inside just the hash. All those little glands are exploding. Okay, and they're just creating a nice little oil for us.
And that's decarboxylating it as well.
At the same time.
At the same time, so it's taking a step away. Oh, wow.
So why don't we go ahead and our particular box, 3 eggs. We'll get those in there. Keep them to the side. What I like to do love the oil. The oil really helps, but did you notice something? This oil isn't green. Okay, this oil doesn't stink. It's just regular canola oil, which is best. Our water. One thing I always like to do, I know it's kind of stupid, but I always pour just a little bit of water into where I had the oil so I can get the oil out of the container. Don't forget, you're not used to cooking and you're measuring liquids, always look at it from the side, don't look at it from the top. Something my mom taught me a long time ago. She's kind of the person that got me into cooking in the beginning. So there's a shout out to you. I appreciate it. So this is doing extremely well. Okay. Are you able to get a picture of this? This is how fast it works. If you guys have ever tried to make can of butter, you're just now hoping that your weed isn't burning inside the oven, right? And we're just about done. It's just beautiful. And do you smell it?
None. Not at all. Zero smell.
It makes it nice that way, you know? And, you know, another benefit, just besides the fact that you can't smell it now, you can't taste
it later.
And you can medicate or with your edibles in any social situation. It doesn't really matter where you are. You can take a cookie to the movie theater. You can take a cookie to grandma's house. Oh my God, she's gonna stress you out. You know, it doesn't matter. You can eat a cookie in front of the kids if you're stressed or if you're in pain. You know, we are going to have a special guest next week. Sandra, she loves the medicated cheesecake. She's going to tell you a little bit about her journey. But the nice thing is, she's able to freeze half a cheesecake, take little slices at a time. So we're going to talk to people about microdosing.
Okay.
For example, today, we're just making 27 milligram THC cupcakes.
Okay.
So they're very light.
How do you come to that dosage?
Well, we have the mathematical equation. It's just a simple equation for everybody to use when they buy their hash.
Awesome.
Or make their hash. So that'll be really simple. Okay. This is just about done. We'll add it in. Let's start our oven.
All right.
Getting excited. I love cupcakes. If anybody ever has a question while we're streaming, feel free to ask any questions that anyone has. I'm here to help. I can talk to you about strains. I can talk to you about the fact that the Herb Cooker ships on the 1st of April.
1st of April.
And everybody gets a t-shirt when you order. Okay? We have a counter on the website. Hopefully that'll be up and working very soon. We're excited about that. Just waiting on the infusion process to finish. Okay.
So how did you get started with all of this, that you wanted to do something like this, to make this sort of easy process to which your average Joe can do at home?
Well, that's a two-part answer. Okay. Back in 2008, I was in a really bad car accident in Sacramento. Okay. You know, one of those things where the traffic stops, but the guy behind me was still at 65, right? So I was in a lot of pain. It was awful, right? And one day, a friend of mine came over and said, "Here, I have something that's going to help your pain," right? And it was a brownie, and it said XXX. And that's all it said on the top.
Oh,
sticker,
like the old
right?
like the old alcohol jugs,
Right?
yeah.
And it was in saran wrap, and it was just leaching coffee oil.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But I didn't care because I was on the pain, so I ate the darn. Well, no, I ate half of it. Okay. About 30 minutes later, I didn't feeling things, so I said, well, so I ate the rest of it. Okay. Well, the next thing I knew, I'm going to give this a quick stir.
All right.
Okay. So, just moving it around. And Dakota, I think we're ready to take this off. If we watch what it looks like. So, see, the nice thing is, for some people, this might be a little hot, but these are cool touch handles. Okay, so it doesn't get hot. And this is exactly what the infuse process looked like. Look at that.
Oh,
Isn't that beautiful?
Look at that.
Can you see the oil in here? Right. Now, there's no plant material in here. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you were making oil, can of butter,
there'd be a lot.
When it was done, you'd have to strain it, either in cheesecloth or one of these god-awful mitts that people give you. Okay. With this, all we're going to do
stir it.
Is right in here. This simple. See how that 1 gram of hash almost just exploded like that? Look how beautiful that is.
What are your favorite strains to run through these? Do you have any, or is it just...
Well, I'll tell you what, this blackberry right here is just it's a beautiful hash, and it helps so many people that I really love using blackberry. But my absolute favorite strain, it's so hard to find, but Yukon cheese. Okay?
Yukon cheese.
It's probably the most mellow I've ever felt in my entire life. I didn't hurt anywhere. Super Silver Haze, I know they're great. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's go ahead and mix this up real fast.
All right.
It's that simple. Okay. We could use the big mixer, but I appreciate the fact a lot of people don't have a regular mixer. A hand mixer works just fine. Okay. I never use a hand mixer. I shouldn't say never. Okay, but they're great. I mean, you can have a hand mixer right there in your dorm, right?
Put that in there.
Okay. Go ahead and finish mixing it up. Let's get some cupcakes. Okay.
So what's all this going to cost me? I mean, this is great and all, but some of these systems that I've seen run $300, $400, $500. What? How much is this going to break my bank?
Our commemorative limited edition set. Each one is numbered. Okay, serialized. Kind of cool. Kind of trying to have some fun with that.
All right.
The entire thing is $175.80, and that includes shipping and a free T-shirt for the first 500 people. Okay, and we're going to do something cool, which is, since we're numbering them, we're going to auction off kit number 420. Okay.
Oh yes.
And it benefits the center in San Diego. They help a lot of youth out down there, so we'd like to help with them. Okay, so now we're this close to getting cupcakes done. Okay, so it's easy.
Anybody can make cupcakes.
Anybody can make cupcakes, and You know, you can go to Goodwill and buy cupcakes pans. You don't have to have the best equipment out there to do any of this stuff. In fact, these cupcake holders right here used to be my mom's. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So you don't have to have the fanciest equipment. Just get out there and make something. Don't be afraid of it. Okay. Start off like this. You can't mess up a cupcake. Okay. You can make Rice Krispie treats. You can make ranch dressing. You can make blue cheese dressing. You can make meatloaf. You can make medicated turkeys, medicated stuffing. You can, last night I medicated an omelet, okay? So it doesn't really matter what it is, right? It's just whatever you like your favorite food. Summertime, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, we're offline? Technical interruptions.
I can still hear you.
Oh, you can still hear me? Oh, okay. I guess we're having a little camera issue. Remember, it is our first time, right? We were talking about food that you can infuse.
Okay.
Okay, so ice cream. All right.
Ooh.
Now, we all know it's our guilty pleasure. There's a lot of fat in it. If you can't tell, look at me. But I'm going to tell you, THC loves fat, and medicated ice cream is awesome. And we'll be making a lot of ice cream. I like pies. Cherry pie, apple pie, doesn't matter what kind of pie. One thing I like to do is I like to make ice cream and take brownie ends from when I make brownies.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And put those
all the
right
leftovers.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Cereal bar ends. It doesn't really matter. You can put it into the ice cream.
Oh, so, wow.
Okay. We went a little heavy. So we got 11 cupcakes. And okay, preheat that up. All right.
Boom.
How are we doing on our camera? We got, really? We're here?
Back up? Awesome.
Okay. Awesome. I told you, you're going to have to grow with us. Help you all at the same time, because we're new, but it's pretty exciting. Oh yeah, cheesecake next week. When Sandra comes, I'm going to make a cheesecake with her.
Oh,
because it's her absolute favorite thing to do. And we were talking about THC 11 fat. Well,
how much fat's in cheesecake? I mean,
well,
that's a lot.
I mean, and another guilty pleasure.
Oh.
All right. You know, so we're talking about microdosing, right? And the cost of the, right? Let's talk about the cost afterwards. Right?
Okay.
So, most dispensaries around the United States, I think you're going to find hash between $10 and $25. Okay? So, let's say I want to make 50 milligram snickerdoodles.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Okay? And I go out and I buy 3 grams of hash. So I spend between 30 and about 75 bucks. Okay? I spend about $6 on the ingredients tops. Okay? I make 36 cubes. They're all around 45 milligrams each.
Okay, yeah.
What do they cost me? $2 a piece. Okay. So we'll show you how to do this. And one of our goals while we do this is always ensure that the ingredients are available in a local supermarket across the United States. So, you know, I watch all these shows, okay? And what are they doing? They're using truffle butter. And they're using vanilla bean paste. I love it. And those things are fun once in a while. But for the average person at home, if you're working all day, okay,
You're not gonna
or if you have kids, or if you are on disability and you can't just get to the store, who has time to go to all these specialty stores? You know, I would love to just simply take a beautiful silver nugget in the hall for 50 minutes and then than my food just to get the terpenes out of it. But who can afford that? Most people can't afford to do things like that. So what we're trying to do is show everyone that's watching, everyone that'll hopefully join us on our quest here, to learn that it's very affordable and very easy to infuse the food. Okay, so this is almost up to temperature. We'll get these in here in just a minute.
So what exactly is hash, and how does that differ from keef? I mean, this is going to be the vital role to the cupcake or whatever you're making. So what's the difference between hash and keef? Is there a difference? Is it just another name for each other?
Well, people tell you a lot of things, but really the main difference is keef is going to have a little bit more plant material than your hash.
Okay.
Right? But if you're in a dispensary and they only offer keef, don't pass it up. Okay, go take it. You're not going to notice that much of a difference.
So you can also use keef in this process.
You can.
You can.
The beauty of the hash is it's just the gland.
Your glands.
Okay.
And
That's what gives you the best medicinal parts of cannabis plant. Okay. That's what's going to help you sleep. That's what's going to help you relax. Someone asking about the tea. There is a company that will be producing the tea very shortly, and as soon as they are, we'll let everybody know who that is. Right? Okay. I didn't. Oh yeah, you're asking me what we can medicate. Okay.
Oh yeah.
There isn't anything you can't, but we're talking about the ice cream, right? Well, it's very difficult to use butter in ice cream.
Right.
Right? And you're using all that plant material, right? All we're doing here is just using the most beneficial part of the plant. It infuses into anything that we want. There's no alcohol in here.
Right.
Okay? That's a big question people forget. Our cold water hash method, obviously, we're not using any butane like oil does. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's all natural.
A very old method to make hash.
Oh, hash.
It's been around for years. The Afghan hash, the hand rolled after a while, but cold water is. People have been using that for a long time. That's a really old method to make hash.
It is, and it's wonderful. And Matt, we'll be showing people over the coming weeks how they can.
Okay.
There also is a very quick method.
Okay.
It's a dry ice method that Matt's perfected.
Okay.
And anybody can make a dry ice hash. You just take one bag, 120 micron bag, and dry ice, and you're at 7 minutes, 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. And,
wow.
And you're ready to go.
And you just shake it all up in there,
And if you don't want to do it yourself, someone else can shake it for you.
That sounds fun.
No, if you're older and you don't feel like doing it, right, Mom? Okay, I can't see you making hash at home. But I'm your grandkid or your kids, right? So anybody can do it. And we're going to show people how to do it. We're going to get a video up real quick.
Awesome.
Yeah, just to show people that we're going to go one day. We're going to do that. All right? So we're just about to temperature.
Slowly creeping up.
So really what I wanted to do, if this hadn't been going, if this has already been going, the cupcakes would be about done. They're ready.
Okay.
Let's just do this.
Okay.
In 18 minutes, you're going to get something like this. Okay? Right?
Those look amazing.
You know what I mean? These are about 27 milligrams a piece.
Okay.
Okay?
Nice low dosage. That way you don't, you're not in the Tesla car or nothing, but.
So many seniors only need 20, 25 minutes to help them sleep. Okay? We hear from people that only need a little bit to get to sleep. Okay. The nice thing is, this is consistent dosing for you.
Right.
Okay. If you're using the same hash every time, for example, you're always going to get the same effect every single time after time after time if you're making the same item. Okay. The calculations are really easy. All right. So,
those just look incredible. I love them.
I was just thinking, this has got sense to go. But to show people that it takes 18 minutes to get the cupcakes in the oven. We're on a quest to sell a million burgers, okay? And everybody keeps asking, why a million? Oh my God, that's so stupid. But I got to thinking, you know, if I have 1,000 emails from different people asking me how you make this process, right? You know, I spend so much time in the car. I just got to my thinking, if I could help a million people feel better, it has to be a million people just like me on, okay? Not even a little younger that could benefit from this. If you just cook, you don't even have to like to cook to use this process, right? If I can make people get on the pressure medicine alone, right? Then I think that we've done something incredible. So, anything else you want to ask me?
I think that'll do it.
All right. Well, I say we throw these in and have a cupcake.
Enjoy a cupcake.
Thank everybody for stopping by. So, 1 second, please. There we go. Okay. So, Don, enjoy a cupcake.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for stopping by. And remember, everybody, taste matters. And we'll see you next week. Mmm.